welcome back to my channel. It's Face Garden. I have a bit, well, if you don't know, well, you probably don't know, but I quit smoking, and I just have like a lot of phlegm and fluid coming up and out from my nose, from my throat, and so if I clear my throat a lot, that's what's happening. I just wanted to talk to you guys about, I wrote this note to myself when I was at work the other day, and if you can read that, it was, I do that little symbol to say that it's going to be in a video, and it says, the fact is, I could have lost my mind. And that's the honest to God truth. The fact is, I could have lost my mind. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia about 3 years ago. I was hearing things. I was saying things that wasn't me saying those things, and it felt like it wasn't me saying those things. And I still experience those things to this day. And we're in 2023, if you guys haven't caught up with the times. That's weird. But I could have lost my mind had it not been for Jesus. And I thank my mom all the time, because I grew up in the church as a little girl in Brooklyn, New York, going to Yogi Bear. Shout out to Yogi Bear. I'm a yogi girl all day long. Yogi kid all grown up. But had it not been for that experience as a little girl, knowing who Jesus is, and it made a world of a difference. But I really held on to hope that Jesus was with me when I was homeless in New York City. Okay? No money, no car, no friends, no family really. When I was homeless in New York City, when I was prostituting, okay? Very serious stuff. Losing my mind, listening to voices telling me what to do. When I was laying in trash, piles of trash, okay? When I was screaming at people on the street, guys, I was completely covered. I was completely protected. And I could have lost my mind. And he held me during that time. Okay? In my most desperate time, God showed up. And he held me. And I'm so grateful for that experience. It has truly changed my life. It has given me a powerful testimony. I stole from my family. I believed that my family was out to get me, that they were going to kill me. I believed that people were out to get me, that I was a spy, and that I needed to hide and get low and go undercover. Just a bunch of lies that I was hearing and believing. So, the fact is, I could have lost my mind. And if you're feeling like that, I completely understand where you're coming from. Don't be afraid to reach out, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram, and we can have a conversation. But I want you to know that there is hope in Jesus. He is the hope of the world. He's literally the hope of the world. It says so in the Bible, in the Word. The hope of the world. So if you feel like you have no hope, get involved with Jesus. And the truth is that he's given us grace even before we deserved it. So he's really close by if you don't know who he is. Even if you don't want him to be, he's always close. Uh, you can see my guy, my Jesus in the background. Guys, I found him at Hallmark. And it's really cool to have him in, because sometimes I hear scary things and I feel alone and afraid, or I want to talk to somebody other than myself. So I just start talking to Jesus. He's right there. But if you feel like you're gonna lose your mind, or if you lost your mind, there's hope. I just want to give a big thank you to all my family and friends who have stuck by my side, to my mom, to my dad, he's really my stepfather, but I call him my dad. And he has been the most amazing father that any girl could ever ask for. And he's been there since I was a little girl when my real dad left. And I just want to give him a big shout out. And my mom, me and my mom were like this, back and forth all day long. And God has restored our relationship. And that's what happens when you bring him into dark situations like that. He restores things and he makes them new. And then there was, so me and my mom we're like this now. We're tight. But there's my grandma who prayed for me, and my aunt who called me, my cousins who I'm now talking to, who are now giving me encouragement. And every day I hear voices and I say things out of my own mouth, you know, with these multiple personalities that I talk about sometimes. They tell me that these same people that I just told you about, and their loving, kind words and their support, these same people hate me. I hear voices that say that. The personalities talk out of my mouth and say that. They hate me. They poison me. They don't like me. They plan to hurt me. All sorts of things I hear. And I just know that I could have lost my mind. Every day I have a choice to make. Stand on the rock or fall away and just get lost in the sauce and lose my mind. Not to say that if I were to fall down that I couldn't get back up, because there's always a redemption story to be told when Jesus is in the room. Yeah. Okay? Hallelujah. I love it. I love that. But I don't know. It's like, this is the best love that I've ever known, and I don't want to leave. And that's how it feels like holding on to Jesus. It's not only like I have to do all the right things, I have to say all the right things, I have to read the word, I have to pray, but it's not about our works. Our faith is credited to us as righteousness. Your faith is credited to you as righteousness. Don't ask me where I read that. Let me see. Do I remember? Oh, your faith is credited to you as righteousness. Matthew, Mark. Maybe Mark? I want to say Mark. I'll say Mark. Yes. But, yeah. So, there's hope. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I could have lost my mind. It could have been me out on the streets for a long time, longer than I did. And I wasn't. It was by grace. And it is by grace that I am here telling you my story. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you were able to feel some comfort from the truth that was spoken to you today. And I pray that you just be able to gain some stability on the rock that is for you to stand on. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.